What's up everybody, it's Nell here. How are you guys doing today? So in today's video we're going to do a yes or no pick a card. So as you can see we have 3 piles. You guys are going to ask a question, any question you want to know the answer to, and pick a pile and we will get the answer to your question. Also, if you're like, what do you mean Nell? I thought your name was Queen. This online stuff is weird to me. I was just going by Queen because it was short for Queen of Wands Tarot, and I was going to do this as a faceless channel, but honestly, the Leo rising in me is just like not having that. So I'm just going to change it now while I only have a couple subscribers before anyone gets confused. So yeah, anyways, if the old videos you watch I say it's Queen here, just know it's because I was going to do that, but we're going by Nell. We're going by my name, so it'll be Nell from now on. Anyways, most people who click this video probably don't care because they probably have never seen me before. So yeah, let's get into the reading. So we have pile 1 here with this, they're all clear quartz. So this is pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. I will hold up the crystals if you guys want a little bit of a closer shot. So this is the clear quartz on pile 1. This is the clear quartz on pile 2. And then this is the clear quartz on pile 3. Yeah, so once again, kind of sit with the cards on your question. If you guys need to, I'm going to put a meditation section where you can watch that, or you can pause the video if you want to do that as well. And I'll see you at your pile. Bye guys. What is up pile 1? If you guys chose this clear quartz, then this is your reading. So we're going to figure out the answer to your question, yes or no, and also why, a little explanation. Obviously it's a general reading, so I'm not going to be able to get too in depth with each situation, but we'll see what the cards say. So as you can see, I've already pre-pulled your tarot cards. And then on camera, I'll pull some oracle cards for you guys just for some extra messages and whatever else needs to come out. And then, yeah, that will be all for your reading. So let's see what these tarot cards say. So this is the back of the deck energy, by the way. I like to include it in the readings. But yeah, let's get into it. So the first tarot card we have is Justice. And then we have the Magician. And then we have the High Priestess reversed. I'm laughing because these are some pretty, and then Death. These are some pretty, these are all major arcana cards. These are some big, and then Judgment, wow. And the back of the deck energy was the Sun. That's wild. I'm laughing because these are all major arcana, like I was saying before. So I don't know what your question is, but it must have been a very either important question to you, or the situation, whatever it is, even if you don't think it is going to be pretty pivotal in your life, because major arcana are usually things that are pretty significant. So let's get into it. This is so interesting. So the answer to your question right off the bat is yes, 100% yes. These are all major arcana cards, which every single one of them is a yes, yes, yes. Like I said, because these are all major arcana, that this question, whatever you're asking about, whether you realize it or not, could be a very pivotal, significant change, or like part of your journey, a pivotal moment in your life, whatever it may be. It looks like with the Justice card here that things are going to start coming into balance with you, or for your situation. It's like you're gonna finally start to see things coming together. If you've been wronged in somehow, some way, know that this card means that the wrongs will be righted in your favor. Order is going to be restored in some way with this Justice card, and something that was once either disorganized or in disarray or chaotic will come back into balance. Or once again, if you know something happened where you felt like you got gypped off or whatever, you got taken advantage of, it's saying that something's gonna come back into favor for you because of this situation, or because of this question that you're asking about. People in this pile dealing with actual court cases or anything like that, Justice in the upright position is a very, very favorable card for you guys. It means you are going to get an outcome that is in favor of you. This could also be talking about just in general, it doesn't have to be court cases of course, but just in general, truth coming to light, but in a way that's going to benefit you, since it is in the reverse, the upright position. This is all about things coming into order and coming into balance, like I said before. So even if your question has nothing to do with a wrongdoing or a court case or anything like that, it just means that things are going to start to balance out in your favor, whatever your question may be. So the Magician here makes me believe that you guys have created this order and this justice based off of your own actions and your own manifestations. You have been working hard to make something happen, using everything that you have, all your skills at your disposal, all your talents, all your resources at your disposal, and also your willpower and your own determination. You've been using all of that to simply create this order in your life, create this outcome that you wanted to create. It's like you simply are willing something into being, even if there's things in your way, even if there is something that's holding you back, especially with this Justice card, it's like, well, that's gonna, something's gonna come in your favor now, and it's because you literally willed it into being, whether it be from physical things you were doing or just like energetically believing something will happen until it does. It's like you guys are making this happen, and it's going to come back into balance for you, and things are going to start being a lot easier and more organized. Definitely 100% with this Justice and this Magician right here. The Magician is the master manifester, and when upright, the will and desire and the ability to bring your dreams, your desires, your wishes into reality. And with the High Priestess reversed, you guys may have doubted yourself with whatever this question is pertaining to, whatever this question is about. You may have thought that you weren't good enough for something. You may have thought that just some like self-doubt and self-worth questions coming into being here with this High Priestess in reverse. You may have doubted your ability to make this change, or even your judgment may have been clouded by someone or something else beyond your control. This could have been in the form of deception or hidden secrets, or just knowledge out of your reach, like something that you just couldn't obtain. There's just information that you didn't know about this situation, about this person, about whatever your question is about. This High Priestess in reverse could also speak of just trusting your instincts and your intuition in the past and just really doubting yourself. Like I said, the High Priestess is somebody who has like a gut feeling about something and just goes with it. And it doesn't necessarily have to make sense on paper, but it's like, I just know because I know. You know what I mean? We all have that inner voice, whether you want to call it your intuition, your gut feeling, your inner voice, like I said, and a lot of people don't like to listen to that because on paper it might seem like it doesn't make too much sense. It's like, where is the logic behind this? But the High Priestess doesn't necessarily talk about logic. It talks about just knowing something for such a truth in your soul, and it's not like a misguided knowing. It's like you honest to God know it, true to be in your soul, in yourself, in your own gut feeling, in your own voice. You know what I mean? So in the reverse position, you guys might have doubted yourself, doubted your own voice. You might have even just completely ignored it because, like I said, it didn't make sense on paper. There wasn't, any evidence to back up whatever you felt, you know what I mean? And with this Magician and this Justice here, it's like things are coming into balance now. It's like you're starting to overcome this doubt. You're starting to put things into perspective that makes sense logically rather just intuitively, you know what I mean? And with this Magician, you're making it happen because you know this is what you are meant to do. You know this is where you're meant to go. You know this is what you're meant to make happen, right? Like I said, the High Priestess in the reverse could have been things that you didn't actually know coming from other people and or from other situations in your life. So this could be secrets, if you will, coming to light finally that you just didn't understand before because you didn't have the knowledge of them. This could be just hidden things that you couldn't see because it just was out of your reach in some way, shape, or form. It's almost like you guys were missing a key piece of information in order to make this decision that you're asking about, in order to move forward with whatever you're asking about, in order to make whatever you want happen with these two questions. But there was just like a hidden piece that hadn't fell into place yet, and finally the puzzle piece is like coming into place in one way, shape, or form, whether that be from something that you've done within yourself or something that's happened with other people or even in society in general. Just something has finally clicked into place, and now it's like, oh, okay, I understand now, I see, now I can move forward with this, right? And then with the Death card right next to it, this is such a deep and complete, I can't even pick this card up. Okay. There we go. This is such a deep and complete transformation. Like, this is something that it's like you can't go back after death, right? You can't go back to the way things were after death, right? And obviously I'm speaking of esoteric death. Obviously I'm speaking of like situational death. I'm not speaking of like actual death in this case. Yeah, but this is going to be such a deep and complete transformation of your life where you either will be or have been purging and transforming old ways of doing things, old beliefs, old thought patterns that didn't serve you. Just in entering a new beginning in your life, just something that wasn't working before is going to quote unquote die, right? My God, I feel like I have like marbles in my mouth in this reading. I'm like a little, I'm sorry about that. But what I was saying is just, yeah, it's just going to be some either belief that you had that you just like find evidence otherwise. It's like, that's not true. And that's what comes to light. And then you're changing your whole way of doing and being. And I know it sounds like so strange to say like a belief can be so transformational, you know what I mean? Just changing your way of thinking. But honestly, your perception is the reality of your world. So if your perception change, technically the reality of your world changes. And I feel like that's what's happening over here with this spread right here. Whatever this is especially is going to definitely change your ideas, your thoughts, and then because your mind changes, because your perception changes, your actions are going to change also, where you're going to move forward from here. This is going to be like a very big paradigm shift, I'm feeling. It's just something that you thought to be so standard and true. It's like we all base our reality based off of things that we just, this is the truth. This is what I'm building this house on top of. This is what I'm building these blocks on top of. This is the foundation. This is the truth right here. But it's just like you're finding that perhaps the foundation wasn't as sturdy as you thought it may have. And because that foundation wasn't true, because the foundation had cracks, now everything else is crumbling down around you. But this is like, it sounds scary, and it can be. Change is always, you know, difficult. Not always, but it very much can be difficult. We don't really like to change as humans. We usually like to stay in our comfort zone until we're forced to change, usually, but not always. Yeah, it's like finding that there's cracks in this foundation, this belief, this idea, this whatever it is that you thought was so true, this concept that you just thought was like undeniable, and then you're finding like, oh, that's not true, and then you kind of have to rebuild the foundation of that, you know what I mean? You have to rebuild the concepts, the ideas, the base ideas, the base concepts, the base beliefs, the base actions, the base whatever it may be, and then from there you can start to rebuild the house, the tower, whatever it may be. So yeah, it just feels like a really big paradigm shift right here, and sorry if this is feeling really I usually like to kind of bring it back down to earth. This is a little bit more esoterical than I usually say, but it's a general reading, and these could all mean so many different things, and I could go on forever. So just take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Obviously, if this fits with your situation, it's going to fit with your situation. If it doesn't, it doesn't. You know what I mean? So, but this being all major arcana, this is any big life change. So that could be a relationship for some people watching this pile. That could be a career with some people watching this pile. This could just be like people on a spiritual or religious journey or something like that. Like, it could be anything. There's really nothing here to indicate like exactly what this is about, but it's just such a paradigm shift for you guys, and it's going to end in like a really good way with the sun, with such clarity, success. It's just like the sun coming out after a cloudy day, you know what I mean? Like, look how happy she is. It's just so bright and shiny, and yeah, it's just going to be such a beautiful thing. But it is going to take kind of the old dying, old relationships leaving, maybe old jobs, you know, old work that you used to do, clearing it out. I'm kind of getting a visual of like somebody with a broom sweeping out old dust, you know what I mean? So depending on what you're asking about, it's just the old clearing out in some way, shape, or form. So, but in its place is going to be new, beautiful things coming in with the sun up there. Yeah, I feel like you guys are just really going to be full of energy after this with the sun. You guys are going to be full of light, passion, and enthusiasm. It's going to be about life again. It's going to be such a happy time, and you'll be excited to learn new skills, ideas, and eager to start new projects. I feel like you guys are just going to be changing how you express yourself, how you communicate yourself to just like the people you know, the rest of the world, the way you dress, however it is that you communicate yourself best. I feel like you guys are definitely going to be in this like new era, if you will. Yeah, so that's pretty much all I'm seeing with the tarot cards. Well, as much as I can see for a general reading. It's just giving me out with the old, in with the new, and it's not just something that falls into your lap. It's like work that you've done in some way, shape, or form, whether it be with yourself, with your relationships, with, you know, money, finances, career type stuff. It's going to be work that you've done, and it's going to really transform you. You know what I mean? This death card is speaking the loudest to me, and as you can see on the death card, she's like, has like a rib cage and all that stuff, and she looks like she's kind of transforming, but there's a lot of butterflies on that card as well. And what does a butterfly do? You know what I mean? It used to be a caterpillar, and then it goes into a cocoon. It becomes literal mush. It dissolves its entire being to become a whole new being. It comes out of that cocoon, a butterfly. And, you know, it's not saying that the caterpillar stage was a bad stage. It's not saying that the caterpillar stage was worse in any way, shape, or form, because it was necessary. The caterpillar has to be born a caterpillar in order to become a butterfly, right? But I think we can all say that a butterfly is a lot more fun, free, exciting, evolved than the caterpillar was, right? It's such a complete transformation, and once you have these wings of this butterfly, you can't go back to being the caterpillar. It's just physically not possible. You just can't, you can't go back to this old way of being, you know what I mean? It's dead. You can't go back to that. So I feel like this is just such a complete paradigm shift for you guys, a complete new reality coming in some way, shape, or form. Like I said, new relationships, new job, new whatever. And I feel like this new beginning is going to be in the best way possible. Like I said, with this Magician, with this Justice card, and with the Sun, it's going to be something that is very beautiful, this next phase that you're entering into. So let's get some of these oracle cards for you guys. See what other cards we have for the yes or no question that you guys have in pile 1. All right, let's get some more messages for yes, no, and why for pile 1. So we have power. I think I'm liking what I'm seeing. All right, so we have work with the B. So this could definitely be about relationships. I mean, wow. It says work and I said relationships. That's not what I meant to say. I meant to say this could definitely be about career for you guys. Oh my God, freedom. I was literally going to say this before. I should have, because I was looking at the wings of the butterfly and I was just like, they're free. They're finally out of the cocoon. They don't have to stay where the caterpillar has to stay. You know what I mean? The caterpillar physically cannot leave the grass or the tree or whatever. It can't fly into the air and go wherever it wants. And it takes a lot longer for the caterpillar to crawl wherever it needs to go. With the butterfly, it just floats around on its wings and can fly pretty much anywhere. And this is what you got as well, as freedom with this. So this is beautiful for you guys. Whatever this new cycle is, and power, yeah, you guys are going to be so empowered in your personal power. This is going to be a beautiful new phase. Whatever this is, the answer is yes, and it is going to be beautiful for you guys. So yeah, the work card with the bee speaks of, you know, bees. Why can't I pick up any of these freaking cards? All right, so yeah, as you guys know, bees work really hard to create the honey and pollinate and create the honey, you know what I mean, in their hives. So what this pertains to is just hard work paying off in a beautiful way. This is success in things that you've been putting a lot of your time and your energy into. For a lot of you guys, this does pertain to actual career. So if this is a career question, 100% yes, 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 yes. This is whatever you've put your blood, sweat, tears, your soul into, you know what I mean? So it's, yeah, it's going to be a beautiful payoff. Like, you are going to be getting the honey from this endeavor, from these projects, from this relationship, from this whatever that you've been working on. You're going to be getting the fruits of your labor coming back to you tenfold. You know, I was making a bee reference and I said getting the honey, and then I added relationship in there, and that was kind of weird, but you get what I'm saying. And then power. This could be some of you guys actually becoming in a position of power in a career type setting, in a financial type setting. So this could be you guys investing something and it creating a lot of assets for you, a lot of wealth for you that puts you in a position of power. This could be you guys getting a promotion in some way, shape, or form that puts you in a position of a lot of authority, power, and management and that type of stuff. This could be just personal power, like I said before, just empowering yourself and realizing like you're kind of on top of the world, even if you don't see it in your physical life yet. Whatever this question is, the yes that's going to result from it is going to put you in such like a place of empowerment that you feel like there's nothing I can't do. Maybe I don't have it in the physical yet, but this paradigm shift, like I said, this internal change that I'm having is going to create such beautiful things down the line that if this internal change didn't happen, I would never have gotten the physical things, you know what I mean? Because I wouldn't have had the drive, the motivation, the confidence, the whatever I needed to obtain the material wealth, to obtain the better position, to obtain my own I don't know, career or whatever it was, you know what I mean? Yeah, you guys are definitely going to be empowered and maybe even in a position of power. This could be some people starting their own business, 100% with this freedom card. I'm getting now, there wasn't anything really down here that told me what this was specifically about, but now I'm getting a lot of financial and career type vibes off of this with all these cards. So yeah, you guys could definitely be coming free from having to work for other people, free from having to feel confined by your finances because something business related or financially related is going to pay off in a big way for you guys with this. This is going to be like a big thing paying off. So like I said, if you don't see this right away, it's not that it's not coming in, it's just there's like one pivotal moment and decision or something that you guys are doing that's going to pay off in such a huge way throughout the rest of your life, and it all stems down to this one thing. Not to be like any pressure or anything on you guys, but it's just going to be such a big thing that looking back on it, you might be like, wow, that little decision, or this decision that I thought was like not that like big, you know what I mean, that I thought was like a little decision I made was so impactful for me. So yeah, I just see you guys having the financial freedom you want, the career freedom that you want. This could definitely be some people starting their own business. This could, like I said, the work right here, it does speak of work, but it does give me pentacle vibes, and the pentacles in tarot speaks of anything in the material. So this could be finding freedom from relationships that were holding you back or holding you down, that were really keeping you trapped, you know what I mean? This could be people being able to finally get their own place, their own house, something like that. I'm just getting like vibes of really coming into your own personal power in a way that makes it so you don't have to depend on other people anymore, whether that be not depending on relationships in your life anymore, not depending on a boss anymore, because you can be your own boss now in some way, shape, or form. It's just like such beautiful freedom coming in for you guys, and I love that. So all right, let's get some more cards. We'll just get some more messages from here, and then we'll do one more and I'll read that out of the book. So what other messages does we have for pile one? Yes, no, or why? We already got our yes, so we just need our why, and something fell off the table, so I'll have to grab that. Let's see what these say. Okay, so I don't know where that stopped, but we do have one card here. I just picked up the other ones because I ended up dropping like, oh my god, I keep dropping them. What is going on? I normally don't drop them this much, so I don't know what that says, but anyways, yeah. I picked up the other ones because I feel like I dropped like half the deck, so we're just gonna get a couple more on camera for you guys. All right, so let's see. Yes, no, or why for pile one. What other messages do we have? Ooh, I love that. All right, let's see what it says. First things first, look at the back of the deck. It says confidence, assured, motivation, oneness, positivity. Yeah, I was getting that vibe with the High Priest in reverse. You guys before just felt like you weren't enough in some way, shape, or form. You were ignoring your inner calling, your true path. Oh, this is so great. Direction, true calling, life path. There's just something that I feel like you guys knew in your soul of soul. Like, this is what I'm meant to do. But like, I mean, we'll just use the artist example because I feel like that's one that everybody knows. This doesn't necessarily have to be what you're asking about, but it's just an example. Yeah, you hear all the time about these people who just like love making art in some way, shape, or form, and people are always telling them like, you need to get a real job, like art isn't a real job, like it's not going to pay you, blah blah blah, starving artist, you know what I mean? But you know in your soul of soul, you're like, this is what I'm meant to do, and it just suddenly something clicks into place that you're like, oh my god, that's the key I was missing. Like, I knew this is what I was meant to do. I was just missing a piece of the puzzle to make it happen. And then that person ends up, you know, creating art on social media or selling their art on Etsy and just creating like such a beautiful life for themselves off of their art. And they knew from their soul of their soul, even maybe back down to when you were a child, you knew this is what you wanted to do, but for some reason, because of other people telling you that it wasn't true, you couldn't succeed, you couldn't do it in some way, shape, or form, or your own doubts, your own just seeing how other people perhaps have failed at being artists or failed at doing certain things, and you just kind of internalize that and you're like, if they couldn't do it, how could I do it? It's just like there's such a paradigm shift coming in for some way, shape, or form. There's like a piece of a puzzle coming in that you're just like, this is what I needed in order to complete this and fulfill your true calling, your life path, to find what you were meant to do in this life. Yeah, so I love this for you guys. This is why it's all major arcana, because whatever this was, whatever your question is, it's like you guys were meant to do this. And it's not saying that there isn't going to be obstacles. That's not what it's saying at all. What it's saying is that the magician here, she comes across obstacles all the time, but she's the most powerful card in the whole tarot deck. It's not about the obstacles that might come into her path. It's about the fact that she's gonna either go through them, go around them, or make the obstacle into something that can benefit her. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't keep her down. She uses everything at her disposal. She uses her words, her thoughts, her quick thinking, her analytical skills. She uses her expression. She uses her willpower, her determination, her passion, her drive, her creativity. She also uses her resources, whatever it may be, whether it's connections she's had, whether it is physical money that she has, whether it's physical objects she has that she can use in order to create something. She also uses her intuition, her creativity, like I said before, her inner knowing. She listens to her inner voice, and she uses all of that together in order to create and overcome things, whatever is in her way, to get what she wants. She creates the life that she desires. Once again, it's not about nothing ever going wrong. It's not about things not coming in your way that might try to stop you or block you or delay you. It's about having the inner power and the inner authority, like this said over here, to just be like, not that it doesn't matter when things go wrong, but it's just like, you know, I can handle this. This might be hard, but I got this. So I love that for you guys. And then look at this one. Crystalline, energy, wonder, alive, beauty. Yeah, this is what I was getting with the sun card especially. I feel like this is literally how you guys are going to feel after this comes to fruition, whatever this is. This is a big move for you guys, and I love it. And you guys are gonna feel, like this card says, crystalline, energy, wonder, alive, beauty. It's gonna be like everything is at your reach. Like, you can achieve anything. You feel powerful, you feel confident, you feel loved, you feel just creative, just everything that makes you feel alive, everything that makes you see the beauty in your whole life and everything around you. And it's just like the energy, you know what I mean? So I love that. And then finally we have kinship, and this was one of the ones that flew out the first time that actually landed on the desk. So yeah, this could be definitely some people having some new connections coming in, 100% teamwork, connection, sharing, and supporting. So yeah, whatever way that means to you in pertaining to your question. If this is a career financial question, this could be other people helping you in some way, working together in a team. Maybe if you are trying to open your own business, it's getting help in that way. Community of some sort, just having an online community, having a community in real life, whether it be family, friends, whoever it may be, just people helping each other in some way, shape, or form. So alright, so I love that for you guys. We'll get one last card, and then that will be the end of your reading. And I think this is just like so positive and wonderful, so I'm excited for you guys. Whatever this is, go for it, 100%. I feel like you've already done a lot of work, especially with this work card right here and the Justice and the Magician, and perhaps you just weren't seeing, like I said, the fruits of your labor before. But this is saying, like, it's coming. Keep going, it's coming. It can be frustrating, believe me, I know. It can be frustrating to feel a certain way on the inside and to be like so sure that something is meant for you, and then just not see it in real life, and just having other people talk in your ear and being like, you know, maybe it's time to move on. Maybe you failed enough times, and just like having this doubt in you, but being like, no, like I feel it coming. I know it's coming. Yeah, so it's coming. All right, so one last card for pile one. Why on their yes and no? What is their why on their yes and no? Oh, okay, that fell on the floor, but I'm gonna show you what it was. No joke. This is what came out. Miracles with Mother Mary. What was I just saying? It's like, and then you have alive, beauty, and wonder as well. This is gonna be so beautiful. I love this for you guys. This is such a new, exciting chapter for you. All right, I'm gonna read this out of the book. So it says, Mary, Mother of Miracles, has come to celebrate with you today. She is here to remind you of all the amazing wonders that are everywhere in your life right now. Look around, especially at all the synchronistic events that have already taken place. Ever since you were born, events and opportunities have come together to support you, to guide you, and to show you love, and to present the world as you see it. Look closely and see the hand of the divine working on your behalf. You are a powerful co-creator, and you are responsible and accountable for the thoughts, feelings, and beliefs that seed your field of dreams. Remember, miracles are uncanny evidence that from the invisible world, life springs into form without any reasonable cause for the effect. Mary gave birth, as the great goddess was shown to do long before the Christian myth of Mary became real. She too proved herself to be the very essence of creation itself. In this moment, Mary reminds you of the miracles that you call into being. You don't need a cause or any evidential fact or calculation to believe and then see the miracle rise up in the conditions of your life. When Mary appears, you are reminded that you will never run out of miracles. Yes, 100%. This is totally what I was seeing happen for you guys, especially with this magician, like I was saying before, things balancing out in your favor, things working in your favor, and it's not, once again, it's not like it's just plopped into your lap out of nowhere, but it's because you've been doing this work for, it feels like a long time, and that's perhaps why you've had this self-doubt in you now. But it's like these miracles are coming in, and to other people these might look like miracles because they haven't seen the work you've done, they haven't seen X, Y, and Z that you've been through, right? They just see the results and they're like, oh my god, you're so lucky. And it's like, you think I got lucky? I worked for this shit. But I think even then, when it comes in, I think it's going to come in at such a faster pace and such a greater abundance than you expected it to, and you're just going to feel like you're blessed. This is miraculous, you know what I mean? Also, this is giving me vibes if anyone asked about like pregnancy or anything like that. I don't normally, you know, say about that type of stuff, but you know what I mean, she did give birth, so that could be something there. But I'm definitely getting like entrepreneurship vibes as well. This is something that you're creating yourself, for yourself, whether that actually be art, some sort of creative type endeavor, or like entrepreneurships. Perhaps it doesn't seem very artistic, but it's something that you do create with your own hands, with your own mind. It's definitely coming into being, and it's going to seem like it comes out of nowhere, but once again, it's because you guys have done the work, and you guys are going to feel so empowered, perhaps even have some power because of this business or because of this financial situation that's coming to fruition. And yeah, just freedom from whatever was holding you down before, relationships, financial struggles, work schedules that weren't working for you. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing for you guys in pile 1. Yes, 100 times over. I love this. If you guys feel comfortable to leave down below what you asked, I would love to hear it. Like, I can feel the energy and all that stuff, obviously, of the pile, but I don't really have context besides that. So it's nice to get some context. If you feel comfortable, you can definitely let me know down below, or you can leave any comment and I will love to read it. Anyways, I'm gonna go. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm grateful for all of you, and don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys. What's up, pile 2? If you guys chose this clear quartz, and this is your pile. So as you can see, we've already pre-pulled the tarot cards. I have them here, and this is the back of the deck energy. I like to use it as well in my readings. And then on camera, we are going to pull some oracle cards just for some further messages, further confirmation, whatever needs to come out. This is a general reading, so of course, take what resonates and leave what doesn't. But yeah, let's get right into your reading. We're going to see yes or no and why. So we have the Page of Pentacles. And then we have the Seven of Swords. And then there is the, I can't pick these up today, I don't know why, the Sun. The Knight of Cups. The Five of Wands. And the back of the deck energy was the King of Swords in reverse. So pile 2, it seems like you guys are trying to either manifest something or obtain something here with this Page of Pentacles. However, it keeps getting either taken away from you, or yeah, someone keeps getting in the way, or a situation keeps getting in the way. The Seven of Swords speaks all about manipulation, lying, cheating. This could be you, but I'm getting the sense this is somebody else who's doing it to you, or a situation that is doing this to you in some way, shape, or form, like pulling the wool over your eyes in some way. Yeah, the answer to your question is no, but it has more to do with the people that you surround yourself with rather than you yourself. It's like any opportunity or advancement that you guys could be making is stripped away from you before you even have a chance to really actually go after it. Page of Pentacles here, she's holding this pentacle. Well, it's a flower in this one, but normally it's pentacle. She's holding this pentacle, and obviously there's like a dragonfly on it, and it just is such a promising thing that she's holding, you know what I mean? So a promising opportunity, a promising investment, a promising idea, project, whatever it may be. It's just like she's holding this thing and it holds a lot of promise to it. But as you can see, she's not actually moving in the card. So it's like she hasn't moved forward with it yet. Next to the Seven of Swords, it's like you guys haven't moved forward with this because of someone or something just being very deceitful. Like I said, pulling the wool over your eyes in a sense, if you know, you've ever heard that expression. This could be blatantly lying about something. It's just like there's just some manipulative energy here that is surrounding this opportunity that you guys have, or this thing that you're trying to manifest. There's just something here that is not, it's not helping you, it's actually hindering you. Or someone. I feel like you guys are pretty bright, happy people with the sun here. I feel like you just exude energy, like authenticity, brightness, and you're not afraid to really go after what it is you love with this Knight of Cups here. But there's someone or something, like you keep saying, that you are either involved in, or that is like involved in you in some way, shape, or form, that is stopping you from really reaching your full potential. You guys can't reach, you guys can't move forward. You're stuck standing still with holding this pentacle. You can't move forward with it because of this Seven of Swords energy, which is causing this Five of Swords energy. The Five of Swords is all about conflict, and as you can see in this specific Five of Swords card, Five of Wands, sorry, it's the Five of Wands. As you can see in this specific Five of Wands card, this person's like literally playing chess with these other people. It's like this person or this situation is being very strategic at keeping you down, holding you down. It's like stealing your energy. The sun is literally life force energy, right? The sun is just like, I don't know how to say it, just energy, 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 confidence, see me, look at me, you know what I mean? It's somebody who you can't hide the sun, you know what I mean? It's just like you guys, I feel like, just exude this type of energy. You're happy, you're bright, you're authentic, you just want to express yourself so openly and honestly, but these people around you, or the situation that you are in, it's just like not, it's literally stealing your energy. This person in this card is literally stealing these eggs, stealing the idea, stealing the life before it hatches. As you can see, she's literally stealing it from the nest. These eggs haven't even had the chance to live yet. They're still being incubated. They're still being born, if you will. They're still being conceived, I guess, in a way, if you will. And she's stealing them before they even have a chance to breathe fresh air, before they even have a chance to walk, to move on, to do anything, to live. She's stealing them before they have a chance to live. It's like someone's just taking something from you before you have the chance to move forward with it. And I don't like it, to be honest. And with this King of Swords in reverse, this could actually be a person. The King of Swords in reverse is somebody who's very manipulative, like I said before, somebody who will use words as weapons, if you will. They could be outright nasty, or they could use words in a way that's very like gaslighting, if you will. This could be somebody as deep as like a narcissist. It doesn't have to be, but they could have some tendencies that are similar to those. Yeah, it's very like gaslighting energy here. It could be more. It could be somebody physically stealing stuff from you, but I'm getting more of a sense this is like stealing your time and your energy. It's stealing things that aren't, with the sun here, it's not something that you can actually hold in your hand. They're stealing your energy from you because of their drama, because of their conflicts, because of their problems, and they're doing it very strategically with this King of Swords in reverse. The King of Swords is a very smart person. This person's very smart, but they don't use that in a good way. They're almost cold and calculating is the way I should say it. They just don't care. They have a mask. They might seem like to the outside world that they're a good person, but it's like a mask. It's almost a game to them. Like with this Five of Wands here, it's like playing the game of chess. Yeah. You're just another pawn on their chessboard. You're just here so in their situation, this situation is playing you like chess, you know what I mean? Or this person is playing you like chess. You're just here to further them in their goals and what they want. You're just a pawn in their game, if you will. Yeah, there's just something around you or someone around you that's really hindering you guys. And it sucks because you guys I feel like you have such potential, like I said before, and you guys are so authentic and bright with the sun right here. I just feel like this person is taking advantage of you. And I don't like it. This could be family, this could be friends, this could be a partner, especially with the Knight of Cups here. It's somebody that you really have a lot of, as you can see, this lady's literally holding a heart, like just somebody that really holds your heart in some way, shape, or form, somebody that you love, even if you can see them for what they are. It's just like you still want to help them out, whether it's from like a sense of obligation because you're related to them, or an actual sense of like true love in some way, shape, or form. But yeah, this person and or situation is just really holding you back, and their drama and their hostilities. I heard the word envy too. Somebody might be envious of you because you shine so bright and so effortlessly. It seems like you just seem like so effortlessly beautiful, bright, and I don't know how else to say it besides bright, energetic. Like you just seem so happy, and it's not saying that you are happy all the time. Obviously nobody's happy all the time, but it's just like you're like the sun. You can't help but notice you and your energy, and they just like are envious of that, I feel like. And that might be part of the reason why they kind of try to manipulate you and stuff. It's because they don't ever feel like they can stand up to you. They can never shine as bright as you, and that's totally on them. It's nothing to do with you. But people do fucked up shit when they're insecure, you know what I mean? Especially if they're kind of thinking from a place that lacks compassion and lacks empathy. They don't really care what they do to other people or how they use other people, as long as it furthers them and their goals. This is what I'm feeling like from this person. Yeah, I just feel like you guys are really absorbing these conflicts and negativities from this person or the situation on such a personal level that it's robbing you of what you could obtain in the material world, whether that be a better job or more financial security or even new brighter relationships. It's just like because of this person's drama is just nonstop, because there's always conflict, there's always hostilities, it's always fighting, arguing, there's always something, you know what I mean? There's always an excuse with this person. It's always something, and it takes up so much of your time and energy that you don't have the time and energy to put into better things, because you're trying to like almost, I don't want to say you're trying to fix this situation, because I feel like you're kind of, I get the sense that you're kind of just like involved in this situation against your own will in a way. Obviously we always have free choice and free will, but I'm getting the sense this is just like somebody that you can't just easily like detach yourself from. Like I'm getting the sense if this is a friend, it's like somebody who you've been really, really close to for a while, and like you just feel like you can't walk away from them that easily. This could definitely be a partner who you actually are married to or share a house with or share children with or something, and that's why you feel like you can't walk away from them that easily. This could be family, which obviously is a lot harder to just, you know, kind of walk away from that situation either. And it doesn't have to be just because of the physical stuff that you guys share with this person, but obviously it's because you and yourself, like I said, you guys are so bright and happy and just feel like kind souls, and I feel like you have a lot of heart, and you also are sharing that with them, and they're just really taking advantage of this, and it's really hindering you on what you could be doing. I feel like if these people are currently around you, or if it's a situation like a job that's doing this to you, I feel like you guys really need find a way to set very strong personal boundaries that you may finally expand and grow to your full potential because of these boundaries. With this King of Swords reverse, it's like you guys aren't able to express yourself that way you want to, or the way you were meant to. You feel like you can't say what you need to say what you want to say, and you can't even think clearly because of all of the drama, the conflicts, the fights, the lies, the hostilities going on around you. It's like so much gaslighting, deceit. It's just like you can't even think straight. You can't even make decisions straight, you know what I mean? You can't get a clear head because of this person or the situation. Like I said, I feel like for a lot of people in this pile, the drama may be more underhanded than anything. Someone or a situation is almost gaslighting you in a way, going behind your back with things and making you question yourself and making you question your self-worth. But for some people, this could be inner conflict and confusion that was caused by somebody that you know as well. Perhaps things passed on to you from a family or from societal standards and pressures that you absorbed at a young age. This made you feel like you had to make yourself smaller than you actually were, than you were actually meant to be. And by the way, that's definitely not how you guys are meant to be with the sun, because I'm just feeling like the sun is your energy. You can't hide the sun. The sun is going to shine bright as fuck every day, all day, like and I feel like that's who you guys are meant to be. I know people who picked this might not have wanted to hear a no, but once again, it's because of these other people. It's not because of you per se. Like, yes, you do have a part of responsibility to play, or a part to play in this, since you are in this situation, since you are around these people. And I understand it's not that easy. Believe me, I've been through situations like this. I've dealt with people like this over and over and over again, still kind of dealing with something like this. I get it. It's not easy. I'm not saying it is. But to turn this no into a yes, I think it will just take some work on your part. Some of you need to set very, very firm, clear boundaries with these people. And some of you might want to cut these people off completely. I'm not going to tell you what to do. Obviously, you're going to have to figure that out by yourself. But you just need to get away from this drama and this conflict in order to move on. And in order to just create more momentous things for your life. Like I said, I feel like you guys were meant to be doing so much more, and it's not anything that you're lacking. It's just like these other people are draining you. It's like you're their energizer battery, and they're just like hooking up to you and draining you in all ways that they can. They're just like an endless funnel of negativity. And listen, I get it. People don't just pop out of the womb like that. Like, they're made into these negative beings. Like, they go through stuff that makes them be this way. I understand that. However, it's not your job to fix them, especially if they're an adult and they're not meeting you halfway. There's nothing you can do. You know what I mean? Especially if you're not a professional, like a mental health professional or something. Like, you can't help them on this level. There's got only so much you can do and so much you can take on, especially if this person is an adult. If they're not willing to meet themselves halfway, if they're not willing to put the work in halfway and meet you halfway, then there's really not much you can do for this person. Yeah, so anyways, other people in this pile may have already distanced themselves from this type of energy and are in need of self-healing and learning about your own personal power now because of what happened to you in the past involving these people. Either way, the answer could so easily be yes for you guys. You guys have the passion, you guys have the energy, you guys have the authenticity, that you guys shine. You were meant to be seen with the Sun card right here in some way, shape, or form. This pentacle that you're holding, this opportunity that you're holding, this idea that you have, this thing that you're trying to manifest has so much potential and could turn into something. It's just, it needs to have a chance to hatch, like these eggs. It needs to have a chance to hatch from the egg before it gets stolen from you. Because right now, it's like the eggs are coming out, and before they can even come into life, they're being stolen from you. And that's why it's not going into the yes answer that you wanted, because of this other person or this other situation. And once again, I know it's not just so black and white. I'm like the first person who understands that if this is like a job or something or a living situation, I totally get that. It's not so black and white. But I can't obviously give you guys, well, first of all, it's a general reading, so I can't really hold each and every one of your hands and, like, you know what I mean, say what you should do. But it seems like you kind of need to do something. And even if that's just acknowledging that this person is the way that they are and that they don't want to change, that is a big step. Even if it's just acknowledging that and seeing them at face value, seeing behind their mask, if you will, that is a big step. Because from there, you can decide what you want to do. And obviously, if you guys need to get some professional help, whether it be like a therapist, relationship therapist for you and this person, if it is like a housing situation, I know housing right now obviously is fucking awful, but you know, at least try to do something. Try to do some sort of housing assistance. Try to just come up, maybe pick up extra shifts. I know you probably don't want to do that, but in order to move out, just try to do something to get yourself out of this situation, because the longer you stay in it, the more they're going to rob you of such things. You know what I mean? And for some people, this might be, if you're not physically living with this person, like I said, it might just be setting boundaries, very, very firm boundaries. And you might feel like an asshole. You really might feel like an asshole. But at the end of the day, you have to understand that your time and your energy is precious, and they're taking what you never offered to give. This is for you. For you to do. And I'm not saying you can't help somebody out, but I'm getting the sense that you guys aren't really in the place to help these people out in the way that they need to be helped out. You either just don't have the capabilities, mental energy, the physical energy, whatever it may be, to help these people out, the financial, whatever, to help these people out. Some of you, it just isn't your place to help these people out. Like, why should you? You know what I mean? Especially after what they've done to you or what they're doing to you. That doesn't mean you have to like go around hating them or anything like that. It's just, I don't know. Some people, you just need to learn their own lessons, and if they're so determined to learn it the hard way, then so mote it be. Like, I don't know what to say. Anyways, let's get on to the oracle cards. We'll see other messages for you guys. We already got the no answer, so we're going to get kind of more messages for you. But once again, this could easily be turned into a yes as soon as you're able to untangle yourself from this situation and or this person. Heal, do you see that? Yeah. Do you see the cards that came out? And then we have disguise at the back of the deck. Yeah, I feel like this person is disguising themselves and their true colors are going to be shown soon. That's why it's in reverse. If they haven't been shown already. I don't know how else to say it. They're legit masking. You know what I mean? If somebody... How do I phrase this? If somebody is aware enough in what they're doing is wrong, that they're able to change their actions and or the way that they are behaving or being around other people and only doing certain things in front of you and or other people perhaps that they just don't see as a threat, then clearly they're aware of themselves to know what they're doing is wrong and that they shouldn't be doing it. They are conscious enough of themselves and in their mind to know that their actions are wrong. If they're able to change it in public and don't do it in public and only do it in private, then they have some sort of awareness of what they're doing is wrong. And if they're not willing to fix that and change that, then that's on them, you know? Okay, so we have determination. Yeah, I feel like this is just going to take, this is literally the Chariot in this oracle deck. The Chariot's all about using your willpower and your determination to move forward, and also being in balance with yourself, knowing yourself inside and out, kind of knowing your own shadow, knowing your strengths and your own weaknesses, knowing what you can tackle and what you can't tackle, and using all of those to move forward. It's just an unstoppable force, really, and I feel like you guys are able to get out of this situation, to set boundaries with this person, to do what you need to do, but I feel like it's going to take a little extra work and determination, and believe me, I get it. The shit's tiring, especially people who are like fighting all the time, drama. It's always something, like they're fucking exhausting. I get it. I've been there. I'm literally still there. Like, I get it 100%. And you shouldn't have to be the one to put more work in. You shouldn't have to be the one to have to do X, Y, and Z. You know what I mean? When they're the ones doing this stuff that's not cool. But in order to get out of this, because they'll just keep the cycle going and going and going because it benefits them. It benefits them to play you like a pawn in a chess piece, right? So you're going to have to be the one who steps up. And in the end, I think you'll be a lot better for it in so many ways. I think you'll find new, better relationships. I think you'll find new, better opportunities. Your finances will be better in the end. Just so your energy, you'll just be so much happier and healthier in the end. But I think it is going to take a lot of determination to get out of this situation and to set boundaries with these people. So, and then we have heal with the frog. Yeah, literally. And then you guys can start healing from the situation. And once again, I feel like some of you guys may have already perhaps distance yourself from this person and or the situation, but it's still affecting you in a way. It's still kind of robbing you of your time and your energy, even if this person isn't in your life anymore, even if this person or the situation is in the past. I feel like some of you might still be kind of being robbed of this just because of what they did to you and what happened. But it's going to be time to heal soon, if it isn't already. And obviously healing isn't linear and everybody's journey is going to look different, but this is just really saying that this is coming in for you guys. And I feel like once you're able to overcome this, then your no will be turned into a yes 100%. And then stillness. Yeah, the stillness card speaks all about psychological and spiritual rest. And I feel like that's what you guys really need. I feel like this isn't really like a physical thing that they're taking from you. I feel like it's definitely like a mental and an energetic thing. I feel like they're kind of just taking your energy. So you feel depleted, you feel tired, you feel like you don't want to do anything for you because you're doing so much for this person or the situation. And I'm just thinking now too, this doesn't have to be like an actual person. This could totally be like a job that's just like a dead-end job that you feel like, I'll put that in quotes, dead-end job. But it's just like at the end of the day, after you're done with all of this, it's just like, I can't do anything because I'm so tired from working this job. And I get it, we all need to work and make money and all that stuff, but some way, shape, or form, you need to start distancing yourself because there's some opportunity or something that you guys want to do or have the ability to do that's going to benefit you in such a beautiful way. And it's something that you love doing too with this Knight of Cups. Yeah, so to move forward, it's just gonna be like, and don't like obviously burn yourself out working this job and then going home and doing hustling on the side job. That's not what I'm saying at all, but just finding some type of balance in some sort of way. Once again, you're gonna have to sit with yourself and figure that out, but there's something just so much better waiting on the other side of this. And this is just such, you guys deserve better than this. Whatever the situation is, whether it's a relationship with a person or a different situation that's just draining you, you deserve better. So all right, let's get a couple of these cards and then we'll get one last card that we'll read from the book. see what they say. All right, so we have hidden wisdom, elements, fairy, and uncover. Yeah, I feel like you're finally seeing what's hidden in this situation. You're finally seeing through the hidden. Sorry, my camera decides to randomly cut off, and I don't know why it does it, and it pisses me off. But anyways, I am grateful to have my camera. Anyways, yeah, I feel like you guys are finally going to be able to see through this kind of like gaslighty type stuff. And I don't like to throw that word around casually. I really don't. But I'm just getting, it's like, it's not really, for some people it might be straight up lies, but for a lot of you guys in this pile, I think it's more of like a gaslighty type thing. Like if this is like a job situation, they're like, we're family. But it's like, no, are we really? Because pizza doesn't pay my bills. Like, you know, like how they always have pizza parties for people and like think that's going to make you feel better about all the shit you had to deal with at work. Yeah, no. But anyways, I feel like you're finally seeing through this like manipulation and this like gaslighty type tactics that this situation and or this person is trying to pull on you. Like I said before, and I keep saying, I'm getting the feeling it's like they're pulling the wool over your eyes. Like they talk a pretty talk, but their actions don't back it up. It's like you're not seeing the merit that they promise. It's like this mask. Like I don't know. There's just something behind the surface. This illusion is being shattered, and I feel like you guys are finally getting to the bottom of it. So yeah. And then we have harvest, abundance, gratitude, security, patience. Yeah, I feel like you guys are literally have so much to give and so much to obtain. That's what I'm getting. Like I keep saying with the sun card, I feel like you guys are just such bright individuals. And I keep saying bright, and I don't mean it like, yeah, smart, bright in that way, but like bright, like your energy, like what you give off is so bright. Your presence, you are just like, you shine. You're meant to be seen. I keep saying that. You're meant to be seen in some way, shape, or form. And I feel like once you guys are able to work through this like illusion, manipulation, whatever this is, there's going to be such a harvest at the other end of it with whatever this Page of Pentacles moment is for you. So if you guys are thinking of starting a new job, if you guys are thinking of cutting people off in relationship wise and getting new friends, I'm laughing because that's just such a blunt way to put it. But anyways, or if you're thinking of starting a new project, a new business, it's just like, it's going to be so abundant for you guys. Yeah. And you're going to receive a lot from it, and you're going to be super happy, but you just need to get to that step first. And then finally we have balance, harmony, equilibrium, centered, calm. Yeah, I feel like you guys need to be find your balance, and I think it's because this person or this situation is making you unbalanced because of what they're taking from you, that you might not even realize they're taking this. And like I said with this right here, I did actually speak of balance with this card because this is basically the Chariot. It's just knowing when to push forward with things, when to put more energy in, and when to see it as it is and be like, this isn't benefiting me. I can't make this person change. I can't make the situation change. I gotta back out now. It's just like knowing when to kind of go forward with things and knowing when to back up and being like, all right, this isn't benefiting me. It won't benefit me. And I've put enough into this and they're not willing to change. So I'm moving on. I think you guys will be 100,000 times more balanced once you're able to leave the situation and or to leave this person. And then we have these cards right here. We'll get one last message for you guys in pile 2. I don't know if I've been calling you pile 3. If I have, I'm sorry, you're pile 2. We'll get one more message and see what it says. I feel like this is draining me just talking about it. I can't even imagine what you guys feel like. All right, let's get one more message for pile 2. At the back of the deck, we had home in reverse. I kind of found myself talking about you guys in your housing situation. I don't know why I felt like that, but now that home's coming up in reverse again, obviously home upright speaks of like a peaceful home, like being at home in your own body, in your own energy, in your own space, whether that be your physical home or your emotional, mental home. But I felt like earlier when I was bringing up the house and the home situation, that some people in this pile, it wasn't the best. you are like kind of stuck physically with this person and or the situation because of your physical location. And yeah, this could just be another confirmation of that for some people. But let's see what the card said that came out. So we have Spider Woman with co-creation in reverse. So let's read this from the book. Okay, so it says, you must be accountable for your creations, especially when you discover that they are not truly reflective of your authentic desires or reveal they belong to only your ego. It's not enough to turn your back and hope that they will go away. If you have hurt somebody else, you must repair the break. If you have manifested something you're not prepared to commit to, be humble and release it. The form is rarely the same as you imagined, and you can always begin again by calling on Spider-Woman's powers of wisdom and co-creation for help. Sometimes you might get caught up in the strands of the web itself, only following the one that you think is sparkly and matches your wants. This fosters the illusion of separation. Spider-Woman offers you the alignment task of recalibrating your position. With her help, you can move out of seeing separation everywhere to seeing the truth that all life is interconnected and sacred. So that could be some message for some of you guys in this pile, but I don't think, for a lot of you, I don't think it's... It says you must be accountable for your own creation. So some of you guys might have thought you wanted this at one point and now you're realizing that you don't, and that doesn't obviously blame you for this at all. This is like 100% on these other people. But yeah, it's kind of just seeing like you thought you wanted this relationship with this person and now you're seeing like their true colors and you're like, oh shit, no I don't. Or like you thought you wanted this job and now you're seeing like why this job was hiring when it was, you know what I mean? It's because it wasn't all it was cracked up to be, that sort of thing. So that could definitely be another message here. But what I'm getting here too, the biggest thing from the co-creation in reverse is that you guys just feel like you can't create something different. You can't kind of escape this now, and this is saying that's false. You are not separated from the web of co-creation. You are the creator of your own life. You are the one who will write down the next page, the next chapter, the next book of your own life. You know what I mean? And yes, other people's actions, other people's decisions, worldly events, societal events will impact your life, will play a part 100%. But at the end of the day, you can't control everything. You cannot control these people's actions. You cannot control the situation 100%. But what you can control is you and what you do from here. And I think this is saying to just really start creating the life that you want in whatever way that may be. Realize how much power that you truly have, even if this situation and this person is that hostile. And once again, this is coming from somebody, me, who has literally dealt with this. I'm not speaking out of my ass here. It's not easy. You're gonna want to pull your hair out and other things. Like I completely have been there. I understand. But you hold the power, you hold the pen to your own book, to your own chapter, to your own life, and you can create something better for yourself than this. You don't have to stay in this. And it might be messy. I'm not gonna lie to you. It might be messy. But at the end of the day, I don't know. I just feel like it's not worth staying in this with this person or in this situation who is taking what you didn't offer to give them. You know what I mean? Like, so. Anyways, that is all I'm saying for you guys in pile 2. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this helps some of you guys. If you feel comfortable leaving your question down below that you asked, I would love to hear it. Obviously, I as the reader can sense the energies, but I'm kind of like reading one-sided here, so it would be nice to put things together if you feel comfortable sharing. If not, you can leave any message or any comment that you want, and I would love to read it. But anyways, I'm gonna go. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm grateful for all of you. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys. Hello, pile 3. If you guys chose this clear quartz, then this is your reading. At least I think it was this one. Is it either this one or this one? I think it was this one. Yeah. So as you can see, we've already pre-pulled the tarot cards, so I have them all right here. We're going to get the yes or no answer to your question, and then the back of the deck energy is right here. I just like to use it for extra messages. And then on camera, we will pull some oracle cards for extra messages, more clarification, whatever comes out, we will see what they say. So we'll do that at the end and pull those on camera. So let's see what your tarot cards say, yes or no to your question, and why. Okay, so the first card that we have is the Star. I love that. And then we have the 8 of Wands. I don't know why, this looks like fun. She's like, wee. I say that and I wouldn't even like jump out of an airplane like with somebody who knew what they were doing. Anyways, and then the Page of Swords. The 6 of Pentacles. And the King of Pentacles in reverse. And then The High Priestess was the back of the deck energy. Love it. Okay. So, pile 3, the answer to your question is yes, and I love it. I feel like you guys in this pile have been learning a lot of new skills and trades and just learning new experiences and things like that in order to excel at something. I feel like you guys have been studying and learning about whatever it is that you were asking about, and that has set you up for success, or that will set you up for success moving forward. I feel like you're about to explode forward with something because of this 8 of Wands right here. Yeah. I'm getting the sense in this pile, and the other piles I didn't really, they were more general. I couldn't really sense exactly what it was, but you guys got multiple pentacle cards. I think in this pile, this is a career / financial question that a lot of you are asking. It doesn't have to be, it could also be a relationship, but I'm getting the sense for a lot of you, this is a career finance related question, and the answer is yes, big time. Whatever skill that you have picked up, whatever you've been studying, whatever you've been learning is going to pay off for you big time. Some of you may be getting a promotion with the 6 of Pentacles here if you have a business or are on social media or something like that and are trying to make a living. I see a lot of your work and your brand and your products being seen and even being bought if you guys do have your own products to sell. Yeah, there's a lot of like energy and action coming in. So it's like, especially with the 6 of Pentacles right here, like a lot of people are going to give you something in return to something you have. So whether that be in the form of purchasing products that you have, there's going to be like a rapid explosion in that. If you guys do have your own physical brand that you sell, your own physical products that you sell, if this is more like a social media type thing, which I feel like obviously a lot of people who have any sort of business have social media nowadays, but this could be a lot of views and followers and subscribers seemingly coming out of nowhere, seemingly coming in overnight perhaps, and people liking and commenting and sharing your posts on social media. It's just like a lot of something is coming in return to something that you are giving, if that makes sense. Yeah, so whatever it is that you guys have been putting the time and the work into is going to be seen and is going to be paying off big time, especially with the star right here. It's like look at me. You can't miss it, you know what I mean? This Page of Swords could have been something that you learned like studying in university, studying classes of some sort. Doesn't necessarily have to be for a degree, but some sort of class that you were taking, earning a license of some sort. Like I just heard real estate license. If some of you guys are getting into that, this could be paying off for you guys big time. Learning algorithms for social media, like I said before, learning new skills, learning how to do stuff perhaps that you didn't know how to do, whether it is in terms of business and helping your business flow better, or actual physical skills like creating something to sell. Like I said before, you guys, this is really just going to pay off so much for you, and I feel like it's going to come in so fast with this 8 of Wands. 8 of Wands is like that. It's like seemingly overnight, you know what I mean? I feel like there's a lot of nothing going on, and then all of a sudden it's like boom, 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 and you get a lot of messages about things that you're trying to sell. You're getting a lot of offers perhaps if you are somebody who has a license in something, like a therapist license. That sounds weird. I didn't mean that. I meant like a massage therapy. Is that what it's called? I don't know why that's what came to mind. We'll go back to the real estate example. A lot of people, you know, messaging you, hitting you up, emailing you, whatever it may be, about things, properties that you were selling, trying to view properties that you were selling. Just like a lot of messages, a lot of energy, a lot of people coming in to either inquire about what you have, what you are selling, or to interact with you in some way, shape, or form, whether it be on your social media or whatever way that it pertains to your question. The question you had was about relationships and not about career or finances. I'm definitely seeing a lot of healthy relationships with either people coming in or a said person. The 6 of Pentacles is an equal give and take. So it speaks of getting help and support when you need it. And with the star here, it's like you guys will feel like the world is your oyster, that type of feeling. Like you can do anything with each other. You can be anything with each other. It's like you're floating on a cloud with this person or with these people that are coming in. So yeah, that's really beautiful if it is a relationship question as well. With the King of Pentacles in reversed, this is like whatever that is coming in for you guys could definitely be the financial and material relief that you've been searching for. Some of you guys may have been in doubt, wow. I'm sorry, it's my last pile that I'm doing. I meant to say may have been in debt, and you could have been in a bad place financially, and I see you getting the help that you need and getting out of this, whether it be from the person that you're inquiring about or in the way of these payments coming in because of whatever you are offering, whatever you're given in exchange for these payments to come in. Once again, going back to the example of, you know, selling products or businesses or having a brand or something. It's just like perhaps you weren't in the best financial state, even maybe be in debt, being in a bad financial state. It's like whatever it is that you've been learning, whatever it is that you've been putting your time and your energy into is going to come back so fast and so abundantly. And it's like you're finally going to be able to get out of this place of debt. You're finally going to be able to feel financially secure, financially stable, because the King of Pentacles upright speaks to somebody who's very secure, very stable, has all the material possessions that they need, is very comfortable, grounded, and is able to support themselves and others also. But in reverse, it's like I feel like you guys haven't felt like you've been able to do that. But something's coming in big time. Like I said, I know I keep snapping and I'm sorry about that. But it's just like when I see an image or I get a feeling and I don't know how to express it into words, sometimes I just like, and that's what the snapping is for me. It's just like, it's coming in hard, it's coming in fast, and it's coming in a good way. So I feel like it will really help you guys get out of this financial rut, feeling like you can't be independent financially, feeling like you don't have the material possessions that you need. This is going to come in and help you out big time. This is a relationship. This could just be somebody who is coming in to support you in times of hardship. It doesn't have to necessarily be financial hardship, but it could just be any sort of hardship in this material realm. So anything that you experience on earth, whether that be from financial hardship to job loss, career loss, career and job uncertainty, just not knowing where you're going, could even be like housing circumstances this person is coming in to help you with. It doesn't have to be a relationship that this person is like giving you, like a love relationship. It's just some sort of connection that you're getting help from. So yeah, take it as it resonates. And with this High Priestess here, it's like you guys already knew what was up with this. Like there was just an inner knowing, an inner feeling, or an inner instinct that led you to this point. If you're asking about a person, you'll automatically know this person is somebody who you're meant to be with, somebody who is meant to be in your life or not, whether it is romantic or not. It's like you already know this person was meant to be a part of your life. If it is somebody who's helping you out more in a financial way, like somebody who helps you out with housing or helps you out with a financial service or something like that, it's just like you know this person's a good person and that it's going to turn out in a good way. It's just like you'll have this inner voice telling you like, yeah, this is good, this is good. For career finance question, the High Priestess is telling you to really keep trusting yourself, trusting your inner voice, and trusting your own instincts and your own feelings as you move forward. But also it's telling you that this thing, this idea, this feeling, this passion you had that you just followed kind of seemingly out of nowhere, perhaps blindly. Maybe it didn't make sense on paper. Maybe statistically and or financially it didn't make the most sense, but there was just something in you that was like, this is what I want to do, and this is what I need to do, and this is me, this is part of me, this is where I'm going. It's just like you knew that even if it didn't make sense in the real world yet. You already knew that, and it's like it's finally coming to fruition. It's finally paying off. It's like the High Priestess is like, told you so. You listen to yourself and now you're gonna get the rewards for that. So, and that is beautiful for you guys. So that is all I'm seeing here and I love it. So let's get into some oracle cards. We'll shuffle these here and see what other messages we have for pile 3. This is more of like the why, I suppose, but just whatever comes through with these. Yeah, I'm just like shuffling and I'm staring at this 8 of Wands lady. I don't know, it's just gonna be like so free floating fun, and it's gonna come in a lot at once, and sometimes the 8 of Wands can be kind of chaotic. Like I remember in one of the decks I used to have, she's like wearing heels as she's running down the street, and it's like she's running because she wants to, and it's like coming in, you know what I mean, really fast, but it's like, you know, wearing heels while you run isn't the easiest thing to do. But I see you guys managing it 100%, like managing it. It's gonna be like a good type of rush, a good type of exhilaration, if you will, a good type of chaos, if that's such a thing. It's like a little chaotic, but it's like in a good way. Anyways, so let's see what else we have for you guys in pile 2. At the back of the deck, we have balance. Yeah, I feel like things are finally going to be coming into balance for you, working out the way that they were meant to work out for you guys. So let's see what else we have. We have defend right here with a scorpion. And then we have stillness. I love that. And then we also have deal right here. Oh my goodness. Which looks a little scary, I know, but it's actually a really good card, so. So stillness literally speaks of psychological and spiritual rest. And I feel like finally you guys are going to feel a little bit more at peace. Probably because, like I said with the High Priestess right here, it's just like you knew that this is where you're meant to go, but you had nothing to back it up in the physical. It kind of feels like it was just like a dream, an aspiration. And a lot of people probably looked at you like, well, that doesn't make sense. Like, you know what I mean? But you just knew in your heart of hearts this is what you were meant to follow. But I get there. I get that. I've been there. Like, I get a lot of, like, I'm a Pisces, so I get a lot of inner feelings, if you will, like a lot of just like gut feelings about things, and I can't tell you for the world why the heck I feel the way I do, but I've learned to listen to it, especially when it comes to other people. And I don't have any reason for thinking this way about other people. And it's not like a thought per se, it's a feeling. I don't know how else to say it. I feel it mostly like in my heart space for me personally. And it's just like, I just know perhaps not to interact with certain people. And it's not saying that they're bad people, but at the end of the day, it will be like a year, 2 years later, and then it will kind of feel, what I felt will kind of be brought to the material world. This is sounding really spacey, but you know what I mean? It's just like an inner feeling about somebody or something that you have no like substance to back it up, but you're so sure of it. That's the thing, you're so sure of it. And then perhaps you don't see any evidence of this for a long time. For me, sometimes it's been 2-3 years where I felt something and I was just like, I'm just gonna go with it because this is the way that I just felt so sure of it. But you kind of doubt it because you're just like, is this really true? Am I making this up? And then it takes like 1, 2, or 3 years for you to be like, there it is, finally, the material world, this physical real reality right here, it's finally in this reality. And I felt this for a couple years, but now it's finally coming to fruition. And I feel like that's definitely what it's going to feel like for you guys with the stillness card. It's like finally, even though you knew this is going to pay off, you still had your doubts, you still had your insecurities, you still had your kind of anxieties because you're just like, well, where is it? If this is so true, like, where is it in the stillness? I feel like finally, spiritually and psychologically, you're going to be able to rest your mind because it's finally going to come into the 3D and you're going to see the fruits of your labor coming to fruition. Like, finally, I have the physical thing to back up my mental and emotional feelings. So now I can say I felt this way, but now I can actually prove it. You know what I mean? So it's like getting the rest you need on a mental and emotional and a spiritual sense because this is finally coming into being. And then defend. Yeah, I feel like you guys probably had to defend yourself and your vision a lot. And I feel like perhaps, especially if this is with the career, like coming up with your own business, having your own idea that you're trying to take off, whether it be, you know, a physical thing that you're trying to sell, a business that you try to create, a social media career you're trying to follow, and people are just telling you like, all right, come on, it's time to get real, get in the real world, get a real job. I love that saying, get a real job. It's just like you had to defend yourself a lot. You had to defend your vision, and I see that you guys are finally able to put that to rest, especially with the stillness card right next to it, because this is coming into the 3D reality. You're finally getting the physical evidence you need to back up this feeling, to back up this knowing that you had, to back up this just like your calling that you felt like you're meant to do, but you're finally getting the proof that you need for other people so they can kind of, you know, shut their mouths. Yeah, so that could be in the business sense. But this could also be, like I said, the relationships sense. People might be like, oh, it's too soon for you to consider getting engaged to this person. But it's just like, I know this is my person. You know what I mean? But everybody around you like, oh, it's only been a couple months. You're like, I know this is my person. And, you know, people just want to put their 2 cents in. It's just like, you don't feel what I feel. And I know that's such like a esoteric type thing, and it's hard to explain, which is why I'm sounding so wishy-washy here, but like, I feel like you guys understand in this pile, because I've been there too. And it's just like, you don't need to understand. I understand you don't understand, but I'm not arguing with you about this. This is what I'm doing. This is my life. You're defending yourself, you know what I mean? And I feel like, once again, that's gonna come to an end because you finally are going to get the payoff, if you will, or see the rewards, if you will, for whatever this was. So And then deal. Yeah, like I said, this might look a little scary for some people because it's like the goat head. But all it is talking about contracts, sustainable and reliable contracts. Goats are able to you know, climb up these crazy mountains and stuff like that. You should look up videos actually of goats climbing if you haven't. It sounds really weird, but they can literally hang off the ledge of these like crazy ass mountains and they'll just like be jumping around, running around, not falling. It's wild actually. But anyways, it's just speaking of, you know what I mean? Like a reliable contract that is going to stand the test of time with someone or something. You're making a deal with somebody or something. You're signing a contract with somebody or something. You are having a commitment with someone or something, you know what I mean? But it's like not just a commitment for a couple months or something. It's like a long-term commitment, and it's going to withstand the test of time. And even if there is trials and tribulations, like it's going to be reliable, it's going to be sturdy, it's going to play out in the way, in a good way, is what that card's saying. So once again, this could be some people having a commitment with another person. This could be actual like marriage for some people, and if it is marriage, like, and you're like, this is my person, it's like, yeah, this was your person, because this is like a reliable type of relationship. This is going to stand the test of time, like I keep saying. Sorry, I'm trying to shuffle and talk at the same time, and clearly it's not working for me. But if this is a business type thing, this, once again, this is like a literal contract then, but it's going to be like in a good way. Not saying that it won't have its ups and downs, but at the end of the day, it's going to be steady, reliable, like I keep saying the same thing over and over. Yeah, either whatever this is, it's gonna work out in the way you want it to. This could be some people actually signing a deal with a company or with a another person that is going to pay you in some way, shape, or form, whether it be like signing to a music label, signing to a especially with the star card right here. Yeah, this could definitely be something like that. Signing to a manager or something with social media, signing a deal with a brand deal with a company because of your social media account. It's just going to be something that you sign, and could involve legal type issues, legal things. But once again, this will be in a good way for you guys, and it will be something that will not only pay you in whatever way it's going to pay you out, but it will also be something that benefits you in the long run. So, all right, let's get on to these other cards and see what else we have, and then we'll do one last card that I'll read from the book. And that flew off the table, so I'll have to grab that. All right, let's see what they say. So we have loyalty with the number 44. You could be seeing that a lot. It says responsibility, relationships, construct, and self-care. We have hidden, wisdom, elements, uncover, fairy. I don't know why fairy's on that card. This card came out in another one, and I was like, why is fairy on there? And then we have ascension with 33. Ascended master, oneness, guide, spiritual support. Yeah, I feel like you guys with this inner knowing and all this stuff in the high priestess, this could actually be a spiritual type journey that you guys are going on. Yeah, I feel like this is definitely ascending, like it says on the cards. Ascended master, oneness, guide, spiritual support. It's ascending logic, ascending reason. Is something that you guys had followed because you followed your gut instinct, and a lot of people aren't going to understand that. A lot of people aren't going to get that, and which is why, you know, it does sound a little bit out there, especially even like me saying it. I'm like, yeah, it sounds out there to be like, you just know, but like, you just know. It's like something that is just, other people really can't wrap their brains around it, because it's not like, I did this and it led to that and it led to that. And although you've done the work, especially with this Page of Swords here, I'm not saying that this is just falling into your lap, but it's like, I don't know how else to say it, just having like a knowing or a dream or aspiration that people are just like, you know, there's nothing in the physical to really prove it yet, and people might be doubting you, but it's just like you're not thinking in the physical. This is something that's coming from something higher, whether that you believe that's your higher self, a higher power, or if you just believe, like I said, it's like your gut feeling, your gut instinct, just an inner knowing that you have about something. You know at your heart of hearts, and it doesn't make sense, but it's ascending the mundane, I suppose you could say. It's your true, what you're meant to do. Like, you're meant to follow this with the High Priestess right here, absolutely. And then we have hidden. I feel like, once again, this is just things finally coming to light, like we said before. Maybe this is something that you learned that was hidden, that you finally uncovered, or this could just be like this whole thing coming to light finally, something that you have been working on and you're finally being seen. It's just like, yes, this is being hidden. I'm being seen again, especially with the star card right here. And then loyalty, we have responsibility, relationships, construct, and self-care. Yeah, I feel like this is talking about being like true and loyal to you and yourself and your ideas and your wants and your needs. But I also feel like this is being loyal and true perhaps to people or things that maybe were in your life or by your side before all of this popped off, and kind of just going from there. But yeah, let's get one more card because I can't talk and shuffle at the same time. So let's just get one last card for you guys. We'll read this out of the book. We'll see what it says. All right, so pile 3, yes or no and why. Let's get one last card. Ooh, let's see what it says. So we have Ellen of the Ways, patterns. Let's see what that says. We're going to read it from the book. All right, so it says, have you noticed patterns in your life that lead to positive experiences? Developing positive habits introduces new patterns into the fabric of reality and will support your dreams as they take form in the material world. It takes awareness and discipline to make this happen, but you can do it. It's time to allow the experience of a new happiness. If you do, Ellen of the Ways, the Celtic goddess of paths and patterns, will show you a new way to your dreams. All manner of miracles are possible. Now is also the time to build bridges across any divides with others that have temporarily separated you. Your path is clear. The way will be shown as you make new choices for your life with the goddess known as Ellen of the Ways as your happy guide. 100%. This is something, like I said, that you guys have been working on and doing that's coming in finally for you. And really just showing you, like I said, with the patterns of things that have happened in your life and things that you've learned, things you had to defend against with other people, even maybe against yourself, like your own self-doubts, your own self-limiting beliefs, and just like learning things over and over, that when you didn't listen to this inner voice, when you didn't listen to what this is that you wanted to achieve, what happened, and now you're finally following your own true voice, your own true path, and achieving what you wanted to. And like I said, I think it's going to come in super fast for you guys, and I think it's going to come in such a good way for you guys. So I love that for you guys in pile 3, so it's a definite yes, and I'm excited. If you guys feel comfortable, you could definitely leave your question down below in a comment so I know. I mean, obviously as a reader, I'm getting the energies that I'm seeing here, but it's kind of like a one-sided type of thing, and I would love to actually know what you guys asked, and I don't know, just it helps me out on my end if you feel comfortable doing that. If not, any comment is great. I would love to see it. I'm so grateful for you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.